Good afternoon. I'm Chris Moiser, and I'm here today to show you a little bit about a new hobby of mine, which is archery. I'm going to walk you through the anatomy of my new compound bow and to show you a little few guidelines. Basically, I want to ask you about hobbies that you might have, and wherever you live, I want to ask you if a hobby you have allows you outside and to enjoy the weather when you're enjoying your hobby. My hobby is cycling. Up until now, I haven't been able to enjoy that hobby all year round because of the weather, the climate. I've been shut down for up to 3 months out of the year. I've had to put the bike away because of winter months. Now, because of my new hobby, archery, I'm able to go inside and work on it in an indoor range. I just purchased this, so I'm looking forward to having something to do during the winter months next year. So I'm looking forward to having that hobby next year. Now, I'm going to begin by saying I am not here as an expert to tell you all about archery because, as I said, I just got my bow. I'm a novice. I'm putting it all out there right now. I want to tell you I'm here to show you the bow. So here's my Mission compound bow. I will first identify the parts. Here is the riser of the bow. Located on it is the handle, the grip, where I have my left hand. This is a left-handed bow used by right-handed shooters. So up here are the limbs where the cams are located. These are the rounded pieces that are moving pieces. The limbs are stationary, as is the riser. The cams are moving parts. The cams are what give the bow its torque and its power. They move on a pulley system, and they have two pulley within themselves. One moves the cables, which are here, and one moves the bowstring. They move one against the other. Cables give the bowstring its power. This is the bowstring, and these are the cables. This is the fiber optic sight. The fiber optic sight has 5 fiber optic pins that run through it. They are what give you a line on the target. Here, located on the bowstring, is the pin sight, or the peep sight, I'm sorry. It is attached to the cables by this rubber band. On full draw, the peep sight and the fiber optic sight line up with one another and give you a full sight on the target. This is the Whisker Biscuit arrow rest here. It's hard to see. This is the cable guard here. The cables run through it to keep it from making contact with the bowstring. The Whisker Biscuit is the arrow rest. The arrow slips into that. And the arrow slips into the knocking point on the string, on the bowstring. The knock on the arrow is the end with the notch in it. This is a target arrow with a target point on it. This part here is the vibration arrestor. Keeps from keeps vibration from going through the bow upon release of the bowstring. This is the release. Right now it's not attached to my hand as it should be, but this hooks on to that knocking loop on the bow string. I do not have my finger on that trigger, and I won't until it's time to fire. I draw. Like so. My target is downrange. I look into through the peep sight, line up with my fiber optics, release. Now there's a bracket on here for my quiver. Most people don't like to shoot with the quiver on. Some people are okay with it. Hunters like to hunt with it on. It's a matter of preference. Now, that's the anatomy of the bow. As I said before, some people like to spend a lot of money on the bow. It's all a matter of preference. I'm going to leave you with a final thought. This is a lethal weapon. I recommend safety above all. Make sure your downrange is clear. Make sure there are no children present. I do not normally shoot in my backyard. It's not a long range. I'm doing this for the video's purpose. Find a place like your sports center. Mine, the place I bought mine, has one, so I go there as much as I can. I also am going to try to find a place outdoors with an open range. As my dad used to say, safety first. I will always try to keep that in mind. I definitely will never keep this in the reach of children. It's just a good idea. So I hope I've shown you something new today. Hope you've learned something about the compound bow. I'm looking forward to learning more about it and getting better at it. I hope you have a good day and take care.